Hello friends. Salt is an essential component of Indian cuisine. In fact, we Indians tend to eat too much of salt than what has been advised by World Health Organization. World Health Organization has advised 5 grams of salt per day, but we Indians tend to consume almost 10 grams or more salt each day. Well, though salt is an essential part of our cuisine, and though salt is essential for survival of us also, excess of salt is very harmful. In today's video, we are going to see why do we need salt, what are the benefits of salt, eating salt, why excess of salt is harmful, and how to cut down the amount of salt in our daily diet. I am Dr. Prasad, Honap, consulting physician, and you are watching Let's Talk About Wellness. We must understand that human body needs salt for survival. For proper functioning of our body systems, we need about 1500 milligrams of sodium daily. That amounts to around 5 grams of salt per day. But this includes all the salt that goes into cooking in foods like pickles, papads, as well as salt that we add on the table. We almost exclusively use iodized sea salt, but rock salt or Himalayan salt or Sindhav is also popular. What are the main benefits of the salt? Salt is essential for maintenance of electrolyte and fluid balance. It is also essential to carry the nutrients inside the cells. Salt helps in regulation of pH of blood and maintenance of hydration. It also is involved in regulation of blood pressure. It helps proper conduction of impulses along the nerves. It also helps in secretion of gastric acid, thereby helping digestion. But we must also understand that too much salt can be bad for the body. What happens when we consume salt in excess of our daily requirement? It can increase blood pressure. It can increase the risk of cardiovascular disease and stroke. If you eat more salt, there is more chance that you may develop kidney disease and stones. There is higher risk of osteoporosis. There is water retention and swollen legs, disturbed sleep, weakness, and it also increases the risk of developing cancer of stomach. The Indian cuisine contains lot of spices and hence lot of salt. In addition to this, the typical foods that we eat, such as pickles or papads, contain lot of salt. We have started eating lot of processed food nowadays, and all processed foods contain excess of salt. So how can we reduce our salt intake and bring it around 5 grams per day, which has been recommended by World Health Organization? I will give you some of the tips. First, remove the salt dispensers from your dining table. Don't sprinkle salt on fruit or cut cucumbers or any other salad vegetables. Try to enjoy as they taste without salt. Of course, no table salt when you are eating your meal. Please be aware that food items like salad dressings, tomato ketchup, pickles, papads, soy sauce contain excessive amount of salt, and so control the consumption of such foods. Food items that we many times use in our cooking, such as baking soda, baking powder, or monosodium glutamate, popularly known as MSG, also contain large amount of salt and better be avoided. You can cut down on salt by consuming fresh fruit and vegetables instead of consuming namkeen, which is mostly salted. You can consume potassium-rich fruit, which would to some extent negate the effect of sodium. Such foods are bananas, watermelons, oranges, apricots, and even our simple potato. Most of the processed food contain excessive salt, so it is better to stay away from instant soups, cured meat, cheese, chips, and other processed food. If you are eating outside, then as far as possible, try to order food which is either steamed, baked, grilled, poached, or roasted, because these foods tend to contain less sodium. And last but not the least, please be properly hydrated. You must drink at least 10 to 12 glasses of water each day. Please remember, adequate urine output ensures excretion of excess of salt. Friends, consuming the right amount of salt is one big step towards better health and wellness. I'm sure these tips will help you to cut down the salt intake and lead a better life. Thanks.